Welcome back to this week's shop update. I'm McKenna here at Spawn. This week we're going to be going over important dates, new materials, and of course the fishing report. To start us off, we do have the Tibor Everglades back in stock in 3 different colors, live on our site now. And we also have Easy Shrimp Eyes back in stock, woo! Along with these 3 new colors, Smoke Gray, Midnight Purple, and Electric Yellow. We're very excited about the Smoke Gray specifically. We think it's going to be killer on the water here in Ilwaco, Washington. But go check them out. They're live on the site now.
What's good, everyone? Pete here at Spawn Fly Fishing. Yep, the new Easy Shrimp Eyes taste like the real thing, just so you know. They're going to be effective as all get out. All right, as far as what else we have in now, a lot of you have used cones before and tying some streamers that need to get down. However, do you have the Alaska brass cones? The whoppers of all cones right here. So when you're tying those big llama patterns and everything else, you need something beefy to get that fly down, especially with double strips of rabbit. They just want to fight that drop zone. This is the answer. Use them, love them. And now onto a product I really have grown to love, which is my new transformer vise from Stomfo. But don't forget, they have all the fun accessories that you need, and they have a few that you didn't even know you needed. So this one happens to be the magnifying glass, attaches to the vise, lets you get in and see all the beautiful wraps on the flies that you wanted to make, and a must-have if your eyesight might be failing just a little bit. This is an easy way to keep you tying.
All right, continuing on what else is new, but before we do, we just want to let everybody know that over the past 2 weeks, we've had some issues getting some product in due to an ice storm that dramatically impacted shipping in our region, but we are back in action, full speed, and a ton of the products that we were out of stock over the last 7 to 10 days are now back, and they will continue to fill out as we move into the week and early next week. So back into what's new. Heavily requested. Many people have asked for these. The Wright bobbins. We now have a few of them live on the website, and this is one that is looking to be very popular. So for those of you that asked, we now have them. We will continue to expand that line like we do everything else here at Spawn Fly Fish. Another thing that we want to talk about is our good friends over at Nature Spirit. They've put together some kits. We have these kits on our website. So what we're going to do is McKenna has built a single Nature Spirit kit page, and there will be a toggle down for different kits. And what I will do later this afternoon is I will embed the fly tying tutorials on that page so that you can see exactly what you're going to create right then and there. But these kits are a lot of fun, really cool flies. Check those out. We got a bunch of them too. And then if you follow me over here, we just have a couple more. We're still waiting for our pegs to show up on some of these bins or some of these racks, but this one has pretty much filled out with the cling and the fish pond, and we have a few new products from Fish Pond. So if you're like me and have a fish pond pack and bring way too much gear out on the water, this is going to be a nice accessory for when we bring multiple rods and we don't want to carry them both in our hands. So I'm excited to get out and use one of these. The other thing that we got, just a little add-on, this is the rubber end cap. Here for those nets. You spend a lot of money on a really quality net. Make sure it's protected, especially if you have one of those big nets. This won't be something that's very useful for some of the smaller trout nets as they have a hole right there, so it's easy to storage. But know that for a boat net, something that's not going to be placed in your pack, this is going to be a nice tool. So that really does it on our end for new products, and Pete's going to take it away with some important dates.
All right, everybody. We did say we'd talk about some dates. First day we're going to talk about this Friday. We do have a fly tying class. Most of you have already signed up. We just have a couple spots left. So if you're interested in having a good time, tying a couple flies, by all means, hit us up on the chat, send us an email, or give us a call here in the shop, and we'll put you down on that list. And the only other date I want to talk about is March 22nd. And I know it seems like a ways away, but if you're like me, you're a fan of planning this stuff out. And I know there are a bunch of you out there who've been looking for an excuse to come to this part of the country just to stop in and see your favorite people here at Spawn. This is your excuse. March 22nd again, it's a Friday, 6 p.m. Fly Fishing Film Tour in Astoria, Oregon, just across the bridge from us here in Ilwaco at the Fort George Brewery. So by all means, for those of you who've been through this, it's a great experience. It's a ton of fun, and you get to see a lot of great showcased videos. For those of you who have not done this yet, it is one of the most epic things this industry offers, and by all means, you owe it to yourself to come check it out. So one last time, March 22nd, 6 p.m. Sign up now.
Right, the last thing we have to talk about that many of you guys look forward to every week. We preached it last week. We preached it the week before. Those were both phenomenal opportunities for you to come out to the coast and experience everything Southwest Washington has to offer. The problem is, it's not going to happen this weekend. We're expecting an inch of rain tonight, an inch of rain tomorrow, an inch of rain on Saturday. We are going to see a ton of rain, and the rivers are already really high. So Pete and I tried to fish multiple times this week, and it didn't go well. The fish are there. Fishing has been very, very good, but there's just too much water in the system. So we want to make sure that we convey accurate information to each and every one of you that tune into this. And if you're looking to come to Southwest Washington, come hang out, come fish some of our still waters. They did plant steelhead in all of the lakes locally. So we got Western, Snag, and Black. Yes, I just hotspotted those 3 places, but there was already a blog on it. We took enough heat for it. So at this point, those 3 places have steelhead. And fishing is good. So expect that if you already have plans to come down to the coast, bring a flow tube, bring a means of getting out on some of these lakes, bring some of your stillwater gear, because that is going to be a very, very good option. The last thing we want to hit on is we want to thank each and every one of you guys that wrote your local representatives here in the state of Washington to fight the bill that was presented this week in the Senate. So again, thank you, each and every one of you. We submitted our letters here at Spawn Fly Fish. We testified today in the hearing, and we will continue to do all that we can for each and every one of you and this industry at large. As always, hit like, hit subscribe, and we will see you guys next week.